change of plan on all this measuring out wiring and things like that. What I've decided to do is use rope and run the wiring loom in rope form. This gives me a much more accurate way of making the loom or measuring the loom. It just felt a bit hit and miss by just writing down some fairly close numbers. It needs to be really exact, really, for the loom builder to do a proper job. I've brought myself a little label printer at his suggestion. Just got on Amazon, about 30 quid, I think. Should have bought one ages ago. I've been writing on bits of old masking tape my whole life. I'm working my way through everything now. So we've got, for example, we've got the near side front indicator there, and that was all measured up earlier. Near side head and main beam, so three things going on there. We've got the electric water pump should I decide to fit one, and then the loom kind of comes across here behind the bumper, and then we've got similar things going on there. So that's for the front light there, and the other one's for the indicator. Yeah, so it's quite a good way of doing it. Just makes it very, very accurate. I think that's going to work really well. I'm using a combination of blue and orange. So the orange string represents all those parts that are going off around the behind the dashboard and up the front there to the fans, etc, etc. So yeah, it's quite a good way of doing it. Just differentiates the colours for the loom guy, for Patrick. Hopefully make his life easier. I'll show you what's going on up the back as well. So up the back, the rear lighting loom and other bits and bobs. So we've got indicator, reverse lights, and they're both sides. And we've got the near side running light and brake light there. Same with those, obviously. We've got a fog light as well, should I wish to install one. And I wanted a header tank low warning switch in there, just in case my pipes ground out and I lose all my coolant. I want an instant way of knowing if the water's gone or the coolant's gone. So I think that would be a good safeguard. Number plate lights as well. Show you up front. So we've got a brake reservoir low warning light. Got the washer bottle power. And we've got, what's this one? Oh, the fuel sender unit, which sits on top of the tank like that. We've got around here, we've got a fuel pump. That's that orange one, that's going off to the ECU area. And that one there is the brake light switch, which goes to the brake master cylinder, just there. So yeah, coming together. Much happier about doing this than drawing it out. Going to be really accurate. Next I've got to run a load of wires up to the dashboard for all the switches and the clocks and the other bits and bobs. So this next bit's going to be quite time consuming. The fuse boxes are going to go there. So yeah, getting a little bit carried away with the dash, but enjoying myself nonetheless. So we've got the genuine Porsche clocks going in there. Now, if this was an actual Porsche 911, real one, I'd be laying this out as a Porsche 911 should. But because it's a kit car, I'm going to have a bit of fun and put my own little spin on things. We've got a heater control panel there with 3 stages of speed on that side, and the control vent there. I've got a heater unit turning up tomorrow, and that's going to be sitting probably in the footwell of the passenger seat. So that's going to need plumbing in with water and electricity and all kinds of things like that. So that's a job down the line. Got some nice switches turning up tomorrow as well, and I think that's probably the location that I'm going to have them. Not definitely sure yet, but I'm pretty sure that's the layout I want. I think it looks quite smart. Should look quite fun. All these switches illuminate, and when you press them, they change colour. So this could be a really nice looking dashboard when it's finished. Cool, I like it. So what I've decided to do is make some sort of template for the loom builder, make it much easier for him. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm marking that out on the masking tape, And then I'm going to transfer that over to some cardboard.
Please don't rip, please don't rip, please don't rip, please don't rip. Yes.
Excellent, that's transferred nicely onto some card. Now to carry on with the rest of the dash. So this is my second iteration of button layout. I'm thinking of just having buttons along there. So I think what I'm going to do is, like I said, have switches along there, then a radio. I'm going to probably shift these switches across this way. And then I'm going to have a separate panel, electric windows, USB charger. That's for me electric water pump. And that's my electric heater control panel. I've also got to bear in mind that there's a cable, that's cable operated, that heater control valve. So a cable's coming off here, kind of looping around into the footwell. So yeah, this will take shape as I start building it, I think, but that'll give the loom builder something to go by. This electric water pump switch is just a little booster. So I'm going to have an electric water pump up the front, which I've probably mentioned before. And that just means it will help circulate the water around a little bit, or the coolant around a little bit. We're asking quite a lot of the Subaru engine to kind of run coolant tubes all under the car, up to the radiator, all the way back round, and then also through a heater matrix as well, which is going to be kind of down there. So yeah, this is just a little booster to help it out. So there's my cardboard template. And I can send that off to the loom builder. That'll make things far easier for him. So that's the rope loom pretty much done now. Let's pull all this out and lay it on the floor, and I'll show you what we've got. So there's the loom all sorted. Let's lay that out and see how it looks. That was quite a lot of work, more work than I realised actually. What are you doing? I know what you want. You want to nibble the end of that. Well, that's not going to happen. So that's all tidied up, ready to go in a box. So I'm just boxing everything up for Patrick, who's building the loom for me. All the Porsche clocks are going in those little tubs. Yeah, it'll just make it easier for him to wire up if I send it. So that's what I'm doing now. My buttons and switches have turned up from the kit car company, Car Builder Solutions. Very pleased with the quality of these. Really great. So they're going to the loom guy as well. And as is the ignition switch. So as well as the switches I'm sending, I'm also sending the heater control panel. And bits and bobs. And that will be going in there, as I've drawn out. So switches along here, radio possibly, ignition switch over in that corner, Porsche clocks. Yeah, it should look quite nice I think once it's done. Window switches, cooling fan. Right, that's the loom and the clocks and the wiper motor boxed up. Let's get that off to the loom guy and I can get on with the fiberglass work. Not too happy with that actually. Needs a bit of redoing, I think. So, going to leave this short episode there for now. So, at least the electrics are well underway now. So, yeah, that's good. Now I can really crack on with the bodywork. I want to get this primered in paint by the end of the summer. So, the next job is to kind of flat everything off now and then get it in high build primer. So, going to leave this one there for now. And once again, thanks for watching.